Welcome to episode 51 of the Swoosh Hoops podcast. Yes, the gang is back again. By myself, Eric, aka my Knicks are 13-9, but they're not mid. We got Josh, aka Cooper Flag to the Brooklyn Nets. We're about to start that agenda right now. We got Armani, aka we are the in-season tournament champs. That's 72-10. And we got Ernest, aka Lake Show. So the topics for this episode for tonight, we're going to talk about the in-season tournament champs, the Lakers, coming off their victory in Vegas over the Indiana Pacers this past Saturday night. First team to hoist up the first inaugural NBA Cup as the teams, the Lakers, hang another banner.
Hold on.
Into the Raptors.
Here we go. Grumpy people.
Before you start, does this count as an actual championship, or is it just
come on,
bro?
17 and a half. 17 and a half.
I seen that on Twitter.
So news is that they're going to hang up the banner on December 18th, and ironically, they play the Knicks that night. So I see what they're doing.
Damn, the Knicks get to see a banner raised.
Yeah,
and,
I know,
and not like a player retirement because
no.
Who's the last player jersey I hung up?
Patrick Ewing.
Like seriously. Wait.
No, they're playing in at Staples.
I know, but just a serious question.
No, who's saying like who's the last player?
Who's the last player like
the Knicks?
Really?
It gotta be Patrick Ewing.
Oh yes, it is.
2003.
God damn.
Yeah,
well, Melo jersey gonna be up there. No. Melo jersey gonna be up there soon.
We'll see about that.
What?
We'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a question mark.
Come on.
He was there 2.5 years, man.
His jersey should be retired in Denver for sure.
Yes,
but Jokic wears that number, so
he kind of violated that
championship.
He did.
It's another sidebar, but like in 2K when Melo retires, like he takes a number with him, and Jokic be having wear some like ridiculous number, like number 38 or something.
26 or something.
Right. Eric, go ahead. Continue.
So Lakers winning the inaugural NBA in-season tournament championship, the NBA Cup. LeBron James named the outstanding player in the in-season tournament. Go figure. He was the best player during the tournament. Lakers finished undefeated during the tournament. But the Pacers, they showed us something throughout the whole tournament. I mean, the breakout of Tyrese Halliburton, raising some eyebrows throughout the whole league, and I think this is going to be a stepping stone for the Pacers as they try to climb up the ranks in the Eastern Conference towards a playoff spot. As for the Lakers, it was a typical ho-hum domination. Anthony Davis finally showed up, even though the stats won't count towards the regular season. 41 points, 20 rebounds. Solid win for the Lakers defensively. A lot of noise from the Cam Reddish hive from a certain ex-team of his. I'm not gonna go that much into depth of that, but anyway. So your thoughts on the Lakers run through the in-season tournament in the title? Let's start with the tag team Lake Show on the bottom. Ernest, your thoughts?
I knew we were gonna win. So I'm not like surprised at all.
I wish that we had an episode before the tournament. These guys was like, I don't put him in. I knew he was gonna win, man. Like
I honestly though, I really didn't. I'll be real. I didn't care about the tournament at all. What I did say though, I said I think it'll be a great tune-up to kind of see where the guys are. But I like when I looked at the matchups first in our group, like it was us and Phoenix were the top two teams, right? And then you had Memphis, Portland, and
And
you, and I'm like, it's gonna be the Lakers or Suns coming out this group, and with the Suns and their adversity that they've been dealing with, it just seemed set up for us to at least get to the knockout round, and then like after, to me, our championship game for the tournament was that game against the Suns. That was our championship game. Once I knew we got through them, I'm like the Pelicans. I'm like, no way. Like there was no one to guard Anthony Davis.
and
Brandon
we
Ingram.
gotta have a discussion about Zion.
He's fat.
Correct. That's crazy. Come on, man.
Hey,
the career. Brandon Ingram, career-wise, when he's guarded against Jared Vanderbilt, averages 20 points shooting, I think 34% from the field. So I knew he was going to struggle. So I didn't believe in the Pelicans beating us in any way, shape, or fashion. And then after the Pels, the Pacers. And, everyone was going crazy, rightfully so, about Halliburton. That kid got some game. He's a legit, to me, he's an all-star, budding superstar in this league. Clearly, obviously, that they need help. But, again, he is the total engine of that team. There's no other guy on that squad that can get a bucket on their own. So you make it difficult for Tyrese, the whole team will struggle. And that's exactly what the Lakers did in their game plan. When they started blitzing him, setting high traps, it caused a lot of turnovers. Miles Turner didn't know what to do with Anthony Davis. And then once he got in foul trouble, Isaiah Jackson, let's be for real. So, dominant effort by LeBron throughout, the tournament, and then obviously dominant effort and play by AD in the championship game. But I'm in no way surprised that we won, because I thought we were going to win anyway. I just thought just the matches that we had going along favored us in every single game.
yeah.
That's a yellow card.
Flagrant one.
You're out of here. Let me stop. Just like Jokic got ejected today.
man.
Armani got. Listen. At the end of the day, I'm obviously disappointed because obviously the way we came out tonight and lost to Dallas. But I also knew, I told you guys before we got on the air, the Lakers are going to have a hangover. This happens all the time. But what was impressive is AD and LeBron scoring 70 plus points. Just them two together, which is a great sign, because what I took away from tonight's game was, okay, maybe AD and LeBron can sustain this level of play, but the issue is starting to rear its head of a certain player or players that need to be moved.
Say players. Yeah,
that need to be moved.
Before you get into that, because we can get to that.
But all in all, the tournament was great. Like I said, I thought the Lakers were going to win regardless anyway. But
yeah. I mean, y'all know me, man. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew point differentials and stuff, trying to make sense of that, group play, all that, etc. I didn't really care about this tournament. Like my name says, we are the tournament. Come on, who was beating us, man?
Yeah, the Lakers Invitational.
Yeah, right. I like the biggest takeaway from the tournament was the defense. I really, really like the defense, the intensity behind that. And I just wish it could translate towards the rest of the season. Our competition, no disrespect to none of the other teams, but come on. After Phoenix, and that was a tough win, especially with KD hitting big shots at the end of the game. We actually did a really, really great job on Devin Booker. I mean, he didn't really help himself because he was also in foul trouble as well, too, and a bunch of turnovers. I like that we asserted the pace of the game from the start of the game. But came time to tournament, I had no doubt that I didn't think we was gonna lose to the Pelicans. And with the whole hype of Halliburton, and Halliburton's been playing out of this world, amazing. I didn't see us folding to the Pacers. So great way to run through that. And also, like, I was watching Melo's podcast. Melo got a podcast, and
7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Shouts out to
yeah,
him and
yeah,
Mirror.
yeah. So far, it's really, really nice. And he asked him a question about like, how would you feel if you won the tournament? Like, you hype? And Mel's like, hell yeah, But and I'm starting to think like it's the first team to win the in season tournament. Right now, I still haven't seen how much weight it has. Like, we'll see down the line, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really care about this tournament, but I mean, we the first to do it. We did it in great fashion.
Come on,
That's what I really
we
got.
sponsored by the A, man. Can't say that.
Is the A put it? Yo,
We're sponsored by the A, man.
Adam Silver, you putting money in my pocket because when you start putting,
you put it in the account, the pot account, bro.
When you start putting money in my pocket and the rest of y'all FanDuel and Prize Picks and all of that, that's when I will say. That's when I'll behave.
Shout out to Underdog Fantasy, them too.
I would like, I'm not gonna lie. The Lakers won, and it's no better way, to start off this inaugural. I don't know how to say it.
Inaugural.
Inaugural.
Man just
Don't sound like Zion.
I sound like Zion. NKG. What did you try to say?
Equivalent.
He said, you know when you can't get a word right when you say it mad fast.
It was bad.
Like, hold on, KG. But like, hey, KG came out of high school, so come on.
Yeah, he probably wasn't taking classes in high school.
And Zion got Duke looking bad. Y'all sure y'all want to go to that school? But go ahead, Josh.
But it is the perfect way for you to start off this in-season tournament. And you have the Lakers win, who's the biggest brand in basketball. And you have LeBron being the face of that, winning the MVP. And, he's the face of the Lakers right now, winning this, So it was just perfect I feel like for the future of this tournament, for people to take it more serious. Because if LeBron is going this hard, if the Lakers is going this hard and getting it, I feel like everybody else will follow suit.
Don't forget that the Vegas is in Vegas. Guess what city's looking for an NBA team? Guess it was there. Come on now.
We gotta talk about something in Vegas later because nobody's talking about it. Scott Forster had a black eye, but
They said this is this was what was reported.
Yeah, he had a black eye, man.
He did have a black eye, but he got it from playing pickleball.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
And look, hey, what's his name? What is Chris Paul's son name? He getting up there in age, so he probably had something to do with that.
No, Monty. Monty is from. Remember his best friend, Donnie.
Oh gosh.
Not too.
That's what they connecting it to. I'm just saying, first time he's in Vegas. They like, yo, what's up? Let's have a little meeting. He got a black eye. They're not putting him on TV. But I digress. Back to the Lakers.
This ain't Joey Crawford, by the way.
Yeah. Back to the Lake. But I think the in-season tournament itself, beautiful. I like how it's executed. And the Lakers did show that when it's time to play serious so far early in the season, what they didn't do last season is that, they could button down and turn on that extra gear. Unlike, I'm not gonna, give credit to these other players that they're just hyping on camera.
Like who?
I'm not gonna give no hype to that because, whenever a player plays for the Lakers, it just gets extra. Because they talk about all NBA defense now, and it was like, okay, man, whatever. But
I mean, the stats back it up, but okay.
Yeah. But the Lakers did execute perfectly, and come on, as soon as we found out they was going against the Pacers, We knew what was gonna happen. Halliburton is great, but we know what was gonna happen with Halliburton and Bruce Brown and Benedict Mathurin and Miles Turner. We knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, Miles Turner was sick. But you know who was hooping? TJ. He was hooping.
TJ
He was
McConnell.
hooping. He
White
was
boy Kahoot.
hooping.
White boy Kahoot.
He
Man,
was hooping.
But congrats to the Lakers. I just wanted to say that.
He was hooping, but he wasn't hooping better than Austin Reeves, who had 21 points in the first half.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yo, he had
Stone Cold Reeves
15
also
free
was
throws. I never seen a non-star get so many free throws like this.
Stop
man.
fouling.
Fouling?
Stop fouling.
Fouling?
Stop fouling.
Fouling?
Yes, fouling. Yes. Yes.
No. He got a 100 rated field game. Like he be.
No, he got a draw foul badge. That is on
That's
gold.
horrible. That's horrible.
He got a gold
Only
draw foul
because he's
badge.
on the Lakers. Only because watch when he get traded to the Bulls, it's not gonna be.
Whoa. Austin Reeves is not getting dealt to the Bulls.
Yo,
you could.
Josh, you gotta chill, bro.
You could book that.
Patrick Williams.
We making this.
So
We going into different topics right now because
Hell no.
y'all getting me started. Eric, you know, either way, you know, do your thing. Talk about the Lakers right now.
all right, so
All right.
so here's my recap of the entire tournament. All right, so Lakers, congrats to them, in-season tournament champs. LeBron deserves it. MVP, NBA Cup. Lakers did what they had to do. Pacers, great showing throughout the whole tournament, especially when it got to the knockout round, beating the Celtics at home, and then in the semis against the Bucks, Halliburton goes off. You heard, and after the game, there are rumblings about what happened in the locker room for the Bucks with Bobby Portis and Coach Adrian Griffin.
I wonder who that came from.
Chris Haynes.
Yeah, that came from the game. But I think it's a joint thing. I do think Dame and Giannis are a bit frustrated. And I know we're going off topic real quick, but like I think they're a bit frustrated with their play. But also, I think they're also frustrated at the fact that it's not really working between them two. Like it's not as seamless as we thought it was going to be between the two on the court. So that's something to look out for down the line. Because yeah.
And then on top of that, they had to take it out in the Knicks in the consolation prize. No, actually, no, in the semis. No, that was the before.
Yeah, y'all played the Celtics in the
okay,
the loser bracket.
Okay, so is an issue that I do have it. They can at least tweak it. So good segue to going to how the tournament can be tweaked in the near future. Okay, so you got a Knicks team that got into the knockout round. They go on the road to play the Bucks, lose that game, and then not only you lose to the Bucks, you turn around a couple of nights later. You play another road game, which counts towards the season standings, to the Boston Celtics. Why do I bring that up?
Yeah, I'm like, what's the problem?
Here's the problem. They're going to play more road games this year than home games. So instead of playing the 41 road games, 41 home games, they're going to play 40 home games and 42 road games because they play in the knockout round. So they lose one home game and play 2 more road games. You got it, Adam Silver. I'm not sure how you kind of formulated that, but you got to clean it up, please, because there should be no way that a team that goes into the knockout round lose a home game on the season schedule and gets another road game.
Well, what I do think, the reason why I assume they had to travel to Boston to play Boston, even though they both lost in the knockout rounds or in the semifinal or the quarterfinal, because Boston has the better record. Ultimately, no? Right? Did that factor in anyway?
I mean, group play or just regular standings?
No, but remember, the Bucks, the Knicks lost to the Bucks in the quarterfinal. And the Celtics lost to the Pacers in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And those two teams had to play each other because they both got knocked out in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
But because those games count towards your regular season record, I'm assuming the reason why they had New York travel to Boston is because Boston has the better record. I think if it was the other way around, the Knicks would have got the extra home game and not the Celtics. I'm just assuming that's how it was set up. Because,
I get it.
Because in the West, it happened the same way. No, wait a minute. No, the Pelicans and the Suns didn't even play each other.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
So where did that mysterious game come from then?
Because they had to fill out the week for the week schedule, the week of the schedule for the games. Because remember before this.
No, I got that mixed up. I'm sorry, not the Pelicans. I'm sorry.
Wait.
I'm sorry. The Kings and the Suns did play each other, and then Sacramento had to go to Phoenix. Yeah. Sacramento had to go to Phoenix. So now it makes sense. It's because the Phoenix had the better regular season record, as if Boston had the better regular season record than the Knicks and the Kings, which is why they had to go travel to those sites to go play.
Okay, so, but still, like that team that lost. Okay, so basically,
would you rather the Knicks play at home versus the team that didn't play in the in-season tournament?
Why not? I want that home game. Shoot, I'm not trying to and then it's and then on top of that, I'm playing the Bucks and the Celtics 5 times this season.
Check ball.
And then 3 times this month each.
Hey man, you want to be with the big dogs,
right? You talking about Jalen Brunson MVP? He got to show up in the moments. These are the games he has to show up in.
Listen. He'll be all right. All right, he'll be all right. He's a little gimpy right now after last night. So. But yeah, just a little footnote I'm adding there. But just not just for Knicks, but like in general, like you should look into that for the following season and beyond. So now, after you talked about the in-season tournament, we're back to regular season basketball. We're 20 games in, a quarter way through the season, and we're starting to see teams and tiers start to establish themselves, separate from the top tier, the middle tier, and the bottom tier. So just want to know, since December 15th, Friday is coming up, and that's the first day of when players who sign free contracts in the summer are eligible to be traded. So that being said, which sleeper team that no one's talking about are your sleeper teams to make a trade to bolster their roster for a playoff run? Josh, go first.
I honestly think the team to. I mean, I don't hear people talking about them, which I feel like they're such an obvious team because I always bring them up. The Kings.
That was my team as well.
Yeah, they have something missing, which a lot of teams are missing a wing, but they clearly have a void there at a wing. Like Keegan Murray is great; he's great as a 3-and-D guy, but you need a kind of
I think you need a legitimate defensive, defensive
that can do it.
Yeah, that can
do like everything, right? Like he could be like the glue, even though it might be he's probably not available like PG or like OG Anunoby, even though I think OG is a little bit overrated on his trade value, what Masai thinks about him. But like
Masai overpricing out his
somebody who's just better than like Harrison Barnes. Like I think that they need that.
Do not get me started about that guy. But yeah, to Josh's point, yeah. I think the Kings as well too is due to make a trade because like we've seen what they can do. They can score the hell out of the basketball, but like when the game stops, when the tempo slows down, like they struggle. And even though they went to game 7 with the defending champs and the Warriors, they could not stop Steph. there was no player that they was able to put on Steph. Like, and Steph is Steph, right? Steph is the thing about great players, you're not gonna shut them down. The thing is to slow them down. And they didn't have a player that can slow Steph Curry down. He had 50. He had 50 in the game 7. And not Keegan Murray, not Harrison Barnes, damn sure not Malik Monk, damn sure not De'Aaron Fox. None of these players can stop Steph or like slow him down. So pretty much y'all just trading baskets back and forth, hoping that somebody misses. But that's when the playoffs come down to you need the stops. You need the defensive stops. So yeah, I would say somebody like OG, but like you can clearly see that the Kings, like, they really have something like as far as like their training and development team. Because you got dudes like Trey Lyles who be hooping, you know. It's another guy off the bench.
That Ellis dude, yeah. That Ellis, I
Yes,
know who you talking about.
yes, yo. He come in the game and give you like 3 threes in a 4-minute time limit.
I
So
don't know where
like
he came from either.
we can't right exactly. So and then you got JaVale McGee's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Davion Mitchell. So like they have a lot of depth. But you're gonna have a situation where you need to cash in to get a wing to elevate yourself, especially when it comes down to playoff basketball. Because the Kings are making they're making the playoffs, but they can't stop teams. They can't stop teams from scoring. Like especially that game the other night, against the
Clippers.
Pelicans.
Oh,
I mean that game too. They couldn't stop nobody. So what are you gonna do?
Can't run and gun everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I've always said the Kings need to make a move. I don't believe in their depth at all, but I do think they need a defender. They need someone that can help rebound the ball because they don't have enough bigs either. If you look at teams that have big players who are skilled at that position, they struggle constantly against them because they run a lot of small ball lineups. So yeah, I do think they need a bona fide 3-and-D guy. OG would do great. Jeremy Grant would be a good fit for them too. But yeah, I do think they need that. But for me, my team, after watching the Pacers, man, Pacers need a bucket getter. Like if they're gonna take the next step, especially with Halliburton literally, he spoon feeds everyone on that squad to get a bucket. And if you shut him down,
it's over.
Yeah, if you shut him down, like, are you for sure? Are you confident in Benedict Mathurin getting 30? On those nights when they need it. Are you confident in Buddy Hield? Outside from hitting, run around, screen, shooting threes. Like, can he get a bucket? Miles Turner's up and down. So it's like Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown. You are what we thought you were. So no, but don't make that face, Josh. Bruce Brown is a very good role player, and when he has stars around him, he excels in his role. That he is absolutely great in that. He did that on the Nets. He was with the Nuggets. But clearly now, when he's with the Pacers, there's a glaring difference, because he's asked to do things where and rightfully so, he's getting paid to do it, but he's asked to do things that he's not normally done in his career. So, to me, I think the team that should make a move to get like another all-star is the Pacers. I would like to see Zach LaVine on that team. I would like to see DeMar DeRozan on that team, or
I'm thinking Pascal Siakam.
Even to that degree, right? Like, again, you need a guy that could just get his own bucket without, being serviced by Halliburton.
And Pascal Siakam can do that?
Yeah, off the dribble. Yes, they give him another.
He did that. He did that with Kawhi. He did it with Kawhi.
Hey,
I imagine calling him Siakam. That's crazy. But
wait, Josh, what you call him? Running spin man?
Come on, man. He be spamming that.
He do be spamming that.
Even in the half court, they will slow
Bro.
down.
Bro,
Like,
his game is like Giannis, bro. Like, and I find it funny that he wears the same number just backwards. Giannis is 34, Siakam is 43. What do they do? They run to the basket and spin. That's what they do, bro.
But again,
all last
like
night.
it looks
He's gonna spin.
it looks janky because he's the main guy right now, right? Again, it didn't look that crazy when he was playing with Kawhi Leonard. It didn't look that crazy, and I think he was more comfortable in that role. And I think you get a guy like that in Indiana, that'll bode well for them. But that's my sleeper team. I think needs to make a move that could actually make a jump in the East, because the East right now is. Hey, listen, it's
what?
it's
nah, y'all not doing that.
It's anybody's game right now.
Eric, pull up the standings, man. Pull up the standings.
All right.
Because they talking about the East right now. Look at the
I never said the East was weak, though.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I'm
the
saying
East All-Stars this year is going to beat the West.
That's cap.
Word.
That's cap. We could bet that. That's cap.
We could bet that.
Yeah, that's cap.
We could bet that.
That's cap.
Right now. I'm telling
that's
you. That's
super cap.
Bro, it's going to be like the early 2000s where the West was just dominant.
Bro, our starting five is going to be Steph, Booker, LeBron, AD, and Jokic.
I'm not moving.
So these are the current Eastern Conference
And
standings.
what's the
right now.
East starting lineup?
Yo,
And Ant-Man might start.
Halliburton, Tatum, Paolo.
I think he's about to say, oh, hell no.
Oh, no. Paolo's a starter? Paolo's a starter.
All right.
You could.
Maybe not Paolo. Maybe not. All right. Halliburton, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid.
You got one more player.
I'm trying not to say
Exactly.
Brunson.
You gotta try.
I'm trying not to say Brunson because I know I'm gonna get a big smile on his. I'm trying not to say.
Wait, Trey Young.
Nah, all right. Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't even mention KD. I didn't mention Ant-Man. I didn't mention
KD, the guy who hasn't played in the last 4 All-Star games.
Oh, come on, bro. Don't do that.
Let's be real.
Don't do that.
Let's be real though.
Don't
Not
do that.
Brunson. Damn.
I think the East, we gonna have more grittier guys for it. Y'all gonna have the guys like we're not gonna have a whole bunch of Jimmy Butlers on the Eastern All Stars. You feel me? We here.
Y'all gonna actually have Jimmy Butler on your squad? What are you talking about?
Why not?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's
It's gonna be Tatum. It's gonna be Giannis, Embiid, Halliburton, Brunson.
I think Dame gets the start over Brunson.
Oh, yeah. You forgot about Dame.
Got Dame.
I did not forget about him.
Yo, that's crazy.
I did not forget about him.
Nah, Josh Wallen, bro.
Listen, Mikhail is an all-star. Donovan
Oh
Mitchell.
my God. Now we get to the root of the whole conversation. The agenda, ladies and gentlemen, must be pushed. That's what this is about.
He's on the bench, but he's not an all-star?
Nah.
Who, Mikal?
Mikal Bridges?
I think Mikal gets a nod. I think he does.
He doesn't get a nod over Trey Young.
No,
He's not getting a nod over let's see here.
He's not
even getting a nod over Maxey. He's not getting a nod over Maxey either.
Wait,
you underestimate the power of Brooklyn.
Wait.
Bridges is getting
had more time out. Claxton had more all-star votes than Julius Randle. I did not forget last year. Claxton had more all-star votes than Julius Randle. Look, this Knicks fan that be saying, "Oh, we got more fans than Brooklyn." Y'all couldn't even get Julius Randle up there.
You still got in last year.
And Armani, you know what's crazy? Armani, you know what's crazy? Austin Reeves had more all-star votes than both of those players combined.
So okay,
the biggest brand, but y'all the biggest.
Oh, now we're the biggest brand though.
So let me ask this
He's
question.
just a better player. He's the better player.
Are they going by front court and back court, or are they going by like position?
I think it's position.
I think it's going to be positionless.
Positionless. Okay,
Yeah.
copy. So
And
yeah,
I will say if LaMelo was still playing, LaMelo is definitely all-star.
So Mikal and his. So what is Mikal? Is he a 2 or a 3?
It's just forward, whatever. Don't do.
What?
You're going to have, listen, You're gonna have two Celtics going to the All-Star game. It is what it is. Jaylen Brown's going.
Brown.
Yep.
Look. All right. Wait.
He got it last year
I
too.
prepared for this.
36 million.
I prepared for this.
No lefty.
No.
I hear you though, Josh. I understand where you're coming from.
Hear me out.
'Cause I'm not
Josh,
disagreeing.
This
you know
guy
you can
is
share your
averaging-
screen, right, Josh? You can share your
Huh?
screen. What you
I can
looking at?
share
What you
it?
look? What
No.
you
I
can
want
share
it
it.
to be anonymous. All right. Guess these two guys. This guy's averaging 22 on 46% from the field, 33% from three, 4.8 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Right?
Wait, he pulled up Mikel and Jaylen Brown. I know exactly.
And this player is averaging.
That's on week.
Hold on, guys. I wasn't prepared. I was fake prepared, but I wasn't.
That's exactly what he did.
This guy is averaging 23, 6, 4 on 50% shooting and 38% from three. Who's who?
I just told
Josh,
you.
I'm not arguing with you. I understand where you're coming from.
Who's the first player? But who's
The first player is Jaylen Brown. We did it. We know.
Shooting 42% from the field,
Listen,
22 points. That's the second option. 300 million.
I hear you, brother.
Hill is the first option on the Nets, averaging better efficiency, averaging better points.
You're gonna be upset, but that's what it's gonna be. Two Celtics are gonna get in. Palo, I think, is going to get in. Right? You got two Bucks are gonna get in for sure. Right? So that's already what 5 slots taken.
176er.
Maxi's gonna be an all-star. Don't do that,
One is
bro.
an injury replacement.
No, that's crazy. No, Maxi is a sure. I'm telling you, the media already got it panned out. They already said he was.
All right. So two sixes. What's that? What we at? 5? That's 5.
That's 7. No, that's 7.
7.
That's
12.
7 already.
Nah. I'm not hearing this.
That's what I'm telling you. That's 7 already. Halliburton is 8. And honestly, the way Randall's been playing,
you gonna say two Knicks? No,
two Knicks in there. Hey, you may get 2 Knicks in there.
That's a 6 seed.
That's already 10 players, bro. You already know Jimmy getting in, and you already know.
Jimmy's getting in.
Yes, Jimmy
Jimmy's
on
getting
them.
in.
The only way Mikel is getting in is if the
Come on, no.
top 3, top 4 seed in the East.
Mikel's an injury replacement, bro. It's okay.
Come on.
It's okay.
The guy that wait, guys. The guy that's 21 points a game, 46 from the field, 5 and 4.
I hear all that.
Okay, all right.
And then Donovan's gonna get in. Fanfare. He's gonna get in.
Bro.
And after that, that's 12. That's 12 men right there.
You're underestimating the vote of Brooklyn. Bro. Literally, we had, and I know it's a common joke amongst the NBA fandom, like on Twitter and all that. Brooklyn has no fans, but every time we have these fifth guys up there in All-Star votes. Claxton last year had more votes than Randall. Please explain that to me. LaMarcus Aldridge at 39 years old had mad votes. He almost made the All-Star team if it was just fan votes.
But who got in? That's what I'm trying to explain to you, bro.
You
got to let that go.
If it's not just fan votes, it's better for Mikel because players love him and coaches love him.
Yeah, but he ain't getting in this year, unfortunately.
He's gonna get in over floppy Trae Young.
Trae Young's gonna have more fan votes. Okay. Trae Young's gonna have more fan votes, though.
Why didn't Trae Young make it last year?
Oh, was he injured?
What net made it last year?
Huh?
What net made it last year as an All-Star?
KD.
He was injured.
Yo, that's slick. That is slick. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
what are you talking about?
There's no net that's gonna. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro.
How am I slick?
It is what it is. Mikel will be your injury replacement All-Star for sure.
If you think so, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Y'all hearing this live. I'm saying Mikel is not gonna be an injury replacement. We could put this down like $10.
Man, we went from who's the sleeper team to
I
all-star
don't know.
voter.
I'm sorry for dragging us into all this.
Nah, it's all good.
No, you good.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
It's all
you
good.
good.
How did we
Listen,
get here? How did we even get? I don't know how we got here.
I don't know how we got here either. But needless to say, the Nets they're not a contender, but they're not a pretender either. As we segue into the next segment,
Bring up them stats I showed you. Yeah.
I want you guys' opinion. Like, who do you think? Obviously, we're a little past quarter of the season now, and heading into trade deadline, and all that stuff is looming. Who are your contenders, and who are your pretenders thus far?
Contenders, obviously Celtics, but I think they need one more big man. Because KP and Porzingis, he's like one significant injury away of wrecking the whole season for them. And with him on the lineup, they're potent. Just in terms of 3-point shooting, just spacing. Tatum and Brown don't have to like shoot as much as they used to last year. But the front line and the bench, I think they need to upgrade. But they're contenders. The Bucks, they are contenders, but I don't like the defense at all. And he got a first-year head coach.
I think the Bucks are pretenders, but yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like leery on putting them in the contenders because like I don't like their defense. And Coach Griffin, like rookie head coach. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, like this is not gonna be a cakewalk for Dame and Giannis and the boys.
Unless your name is Darvin Ham, rookie head coach, that's no problem. But but go ahead. I have to throw that in there.
Of course, he had to. Sixers contenders, yes. I just think the emergence of Tyrese Maxey puts them in a better place than they had the last couple of years with James Harden. And Embiid has been balling as usual.
Even better this year.
Yeah, even better than last year. I think they also can like look to make moves during the trade deadline. I think they're gonna need one more scorer just to help them out. Because I'm sure that they're gonna need help from Maxey, and Embiid's gonna need help either from the three or maybe for a power forward, just to give a little bit more punch in the offensively.
That's when Uber come in, I guess.
The Magic,
pretenders.
Hell yeah,
Magic. They're not contenders yet. I still got to see more. From them. They could still use. They could still use. They need more shooting. Especially from the three. I like their guard play. Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony.
They got too much of it.
Yeah, but also Anthony Black. They got a gluttony of point guards.
Markelle Fultz, come on.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz. Banchero is an all-star. They didn't make no mistake about that. Pacers, they're not contenders as a title contender, playoff contenders, yes. But I think they also need to make a move just to have a wing scorer that can like be in this plug and play in the starting lineup. Like I mentioned earlier, Pascal Siakam.
There's some hearts that's popping up on my screen.
I don't know.
What?
It was hearts popping up on your screen, bro.
What? What are you talking about?
It was coming like when you was like that. It's like hearts just coming up.
What the?
Wow.
I don't see nothing on my. Hold on. What's going on?
I'm sorry. That was freaking me out. Like,
wait, is it still on my screen now?
Nah. Like it was just
like,
did like 3 times in a row. I was like, I thought I was wilding. That's what I was like. Wait.
I think probably somebody from the live stream. Probably. Hold on. Let me check.
Probably so.
Probably.
Whoever did that, shout them out.
Oh wow, that's great.
Anyway, India. That's like I said, Indiana. I think they need to make a move for a scoring wing. Well, like I mentioned, Siakam, Pascal Siakam, that would be perfect fit for them. Zach Levine at Indiana, I don't know, but he's a scorer. They need scoring. Knicks. I think they need to consolidate. They got too many. To me, they got too many of the same players. 6'4", 6'5" guys, role players. And also their starting center just went down for 2 months with an ankle injury. He just got surgery, so that's not good. And they got the toughest schedule for this month, so it's going to be real interesting to see how they survive. But I think they need a towing 6'8" to plug into the starting lineup. Move some of the redundant pieces around, just like even out the lineup, just to even out the roster. Don't know who's probably a good fit. Maybe OG, but that's gonna come at a price.
Listen, man, the Knicks gotta just stop, man. They just like stop with this grand scheme plan, and they just stop, because at this point, like it's annoying. Like the thing is, it's like, I get it, like, you know, be the patience and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, like, what are you holding on to the picks for? There's never going to be a perfect scenario. Like you like, it's rare that happens, and players are not clamoring to go there. You have to make a move. You have to be aggressive. You have to show other teams that you're aggressive, not this pump faking thing. Exactly. So it's just like,
available. That's the thing.
What'd you say?
I say, who's available out there?
Here's the question. You know who becomes available when you let the league know that you got all this stuff to offer instead of the double dutch? Like, the Knicks got to make a move. Y'all really sit here and wait for the perfect move, the perfect player. It does not happen that way.
Be that. Donovan Mitchell might just be that, and y'all just like, nah,
he might.
Good. Nah, I'm good on him. He's not a wing.
Right? Like, whoa. Who do y'all have right now is better than him? Nobody. Kenny Smith was kind of right.
And then bringing in Donovan Mitchell is going to make people want to be like, yo, I want to play with him. I'll play with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, man.
That's when you get those wings. That would be like, all right, now we could, maybe KD for another time, we'll be like, yo, Phoenix, only the Knicks. You know?
You know what? Go give me DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks.
A new chapter. A new chapter.
You know what? Go give me DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks. I need a big wing, okay?
I'm just because
DeAndre Hunter doesn't do anything for you guys.
He don't move no needle.
He don't move no needle. Y'all are still a 6 seed right now.
I cannot get Giannis and be staying in Philly, okay? Luka, he's getting that $400 million in Dallas. Who else is out there?
I'm not gonna lie. This is why
Only Donovan Mitchell and who else?
Overpay for somebody who's better than OG than overpay for OG.
I think
exactly.
Since we on the topic, and this is my segue to pretenders and contenders. There was a player that there was a lot of rumors that we was hearing about, especially in the offseason, but I don't think he's available anymore because of the success of his team. Now, I know it's only 20-something games in the season, right? And y'all know where I'm going with this. The Timberwolves. The Timberwolves is, in my eyes, right. The Timberwolves, in my eyes, is a pretender. Like I said, it's only 20 games in the season, but these guys are playing like one of the best defense in basketball, period.
Number one defensive rating in the league.
Yep. They can't score the ball. But like I said on the last show, we're finally seeing the transition and the settlement of who team it is, and that's Ant-Man's team. And Cat and Gobert is understanding. Well, and damn sure wasn't Gobert's team, but we're seeing the transition and we're understanding that it's Ant-Man's team. I think it's also bad for the Knicks as well to sit there and like hold on to these picks and trying to wait for the right scenario, because players start to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, get used to their current teams. So like, like I said, Cat was on the trading block last year, but it seems like all might be good in Minnesota. And I say this to say that this is probably his last year in Minnesota if it doesn't work. They're obviously not winning the championship this year, but you flip Cat, see what the Knicks have, probably get some picks out of it, and then you move. You go from there. Now as far as contender, I mean, it's I don't think I have anybody out of the ordinary. Everybody, like, your Celtics, Suns, Lakers. I don't know about Philly. I don't really know too much about Philly. I think the supporting cast got to do more in order for me to see that they're very lethal. But definitely, if I had to pick a pretender, it's definitely Minnesota, especially because they don't have that much playoffs experience outside of Mike Conley.
I mean, they were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but like that made like a deep run. Like the furthest Mike Conley got to was the conference finals, and I believe he's like the only player. Yeah, only player on the team. Didn't Utah get to the conference finals a couple years ago? No,
they never did.
It was second round. It was probably like a 7-game second round.
It was second round, and they lost to the Clippers.
Yep. Yeah, Terrence Mann. Yep, I remember that. But outside of that, there's not too many guys who made a deep run in the playoffs. So that's what I'm gonna have to go with. So pretenders, Minnesota, and contenders, I believe everybody sees Pat.
I'm not gonna lie, it might surprise you, but I'm a hater. Pretenders, the Suns. Listen,
you know what's crazy? I was gonna go there, but yeah.
Even though we clearly see their record is 12-10, but it's just, this is the worst of what happened. This is worse than what happened in Brooklyn with KD. Because at least in Brooklyn, you saw the Nets were the 1 seed and dominating for stretches of times. Phoenix, I have never seen it. Never seen it. And even though it's been all combined like a half a season he's been there, it hasn't been pretty. It's just been one game, it looks good, but it's close games. Then other games, this is like, what's going on? So I just think, and then the health problem going on there. Bradley Beal got a bad back. He plays a couple games and he's out starting the season. And then now KD got this ankle thing, and then Booker's dealing with this Achilles ankle calf. We don't know what it is. Leg. It's a lot of things going on there, and that depth.
But we seen this coming when we spoke about it like earlier before the season even started. We knew that this team was going to be very top heavy, and their depth is just really, really weak. It's like, so now when these guys are getting hurt, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's why they're the pretenders. Because I'm a hater too, and KD, I'm sorry, bro. Like I think you're one of the greatest players I ever seen with my own 2 eyes. But top 15. He top 15, bro. All time. But, bro, I need them picks, as you see by my name. I need them picks. So as long as y'all continue to be bad, we have more chances at that guy.
Oh God.
So
from Duke, baby.
Contenders, I'm gonna say, it's a little obvious, but a little not, Lakers, I hate always giving these guys probably because of these 2 fans that's here right now.
Bro, we just exist.
Yeah. Lakers contenders only because,
we just be chilling.
No major injury happened to Braun yet, cross fingers. and everything. And I think when the season starts off like that for them, especially with AD, I feel like this team by February, and that's when everything's going to start to click, and then you will see them ascend on top of the West standings.
I think for the Lakers in particular, it's this, and this is why the in-season tournament intrigued me when game was on the line. They were able to turn that switch. And it looked like the defense was real. So like if the Lakers can exude that defense in the playoffs, which they have last year against the Grizzlies and against the Warriors, obviously not against the Nuggets, but hey, you know, it was just their year. But
it's not their year this year. You don't know.
Hell no.
I don't know. Something's off with them. You know what I'm saying?
It's something wonky going on. I'm not gonna lie. It's something like it doesn't feel like everything is there.
It's championship hangover. I think it's championship hangover.
No, I don't even think it's that. I think.
You think?
I think what's happening is.
Do you think it's the missing of Jamal Murray? Because
but he's been. Playing.
I think the missing of Bruce Brown and Jeff Green, maybe.
Yeah,
it could be that.
That definitely contributes to that.
To be fair, a lot of people talk about depth with teams like the Suns. The Nuggets did lose a couple guys that played a lot in their depth chart.
Yeah,
in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Even though you would just look at it and be like, oh, it's just Jeff Green and Bruce Brown.
Mm-hmm.
That's still like a substantial part, especially when you have younger players like Julian Strawther, however you pronounce his name.
Christian Braun.
And then Christian Braun and Payne Watson. These guys they're still young. Like, they're good, but they're still young. Like, they can't consistently put it together yet all the way.
They haven't been through the fire. Yeah.
So it's like that's the worry I feel with the Nuggets.
And honestly, OKC got a real shot. They got a shot to me. The X factor for them is not even Chet. I think it's Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams.
I was about to say, watch the name you're about to say.
Whoa. Giggity.
But I think, though, I mean, this doesn't really apply to this season because I think they stay pat. I don't think they make a move to ascend them. Who knows, right?
They got like 800 million picks. They're good
right. But you're gonna have to attach at least one of those guys to a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we know who's the guy now.
Yeah, we know who's the odd man out now.
That's crazy.
He made it easy for them.
Yeah, he made a decision for them.
But yo, damn.
Would y'all take him?
They're going to listen. If they do that,
that's against my morals, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hell no. Like, I wouldn't. Like, I would rather suffer with D'Lo right now. But
him and Lakerland it's not going to mesh.
No, it's not going to be pretty. But I will say, because you know what was swept under the rug, too? Remember Kevin Porter? He got traded and got waived and it's quiet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can be the Giddey situation, but we'll see.
Whoa, you know information we don't?
Hey, I said we'll see.
I don't know. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, that's why I said OKC has a shot because, like, if all is well, cool. But if this becomes a cloud, it may get a little rocky in OKC. So, and that's why to me, like, when I look at the standings, and I'm like, man, like, do we believe in the Pelicans? Do we believe in the Suns and Clippers?
Clippers, man.
Right? Like, I've been a firm believer the Warriors are fighting for the play-in this year, or that's it. Like, they're not getting any further than that to me.
They're cooked.
But and then I look like Sacramento, Denver, Dallas, Minnesota all have some holes. And this is an opportunity for the Lakers to kind of, like, they have a chance. So That's why when I look at the West, like when people talked about like the West being a bloodbath, I was like, I don't know. Like it's just it's a bloodbath because like it's more even now than anything, and teams are not performing up to their expectation as everyone thought. So like
I look at the West, I just see a lot of old money. You know how they talk about society, old money, new money. I see a lot of old money. I see like KD on this,
KD, LeBron.
Yeah, like
YPG, Russ, the Clipper, all on one team.
Warriors, like I'm seeing a lot of old money.
But
what about the Houston Rockets?
Hell no.
What about them?
Right?
Can they make a move?
No.
I mean, here's the thing with them though. If they really want to shake it up, trade Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
Teams will be on him for sure, and they could get something nice back. He's just matter. He's just very, very erratic. He's super erratic.
He's young and
Let's just
very
be real.
erratic.
He's Jordan Clarkson.
Oh my God.
Just be real.
Jordan Clarkson with better leaping ability.
That could jump out the gym. Yeah.
Speaking of Jordan Clarkson, he's out for 2 weeks.
I mean, it's the Jazz.
Man, just develop Keontae George. That's all I can say.
That's what they should just do. Yeah, because they got a guy in Keontae for sure.
Kelly Olynyk might be available.
Who?
No.
So you're gonna waste a pick. I can't believe we're coming back to it. You're gonna waste a pick on Kelly Olynyk because you know it's gonna be a pick.
Exactly.
Well, me? I didn't say that. Well, that's not me.
So why you said Kelly Olynyk?
What?
Other teams for about the other teams.
Well, I feel like Eric. I felt like I saw Knicks Twitter ask for or inquire. If I'm not mistaken, I think Knicks. I think Knicks fans have been inquiring. That's going to require you guys to send a pick out. You would send a pick out for Kelly Olynyk, than sending maybe 2-3 for Donovan Mitchell.
If they
and y'all got 8 to 10 picks to still have.
If they do that and attach Evan Fournier with that pick, I'm raising hell.
Eric gonna be
wait,
with a pitchfork.
Wait, hold on, wait. Are you saying if the Knicks attach Evan Fournier to the pick to trade for Donovan Mitchell, you're raising hell?
No, I'm talking about for Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Kelly. If they do,
why would you trade for him to begin with?
Right.
I think you could only give away a first, like if you're already a contender.
I don't know what's the fascination with that guy.
Remember that Stephen A.
He's good
about Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, he's just shooting big. He's just shooting big. Yes, I get it. But still,
I got other things to worry about. Kelly. Why are we talking about Kelly Olynyk?
I don't know.
Why are we talking about Kelly Olynyk?
He's good for a contender. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Like I mean,
if your team is pat,
OKC should do it, man.
If your team is pat, no, like. My thing, my biggest thing with OKC, right? They have all the talent, right? It's just the veteran presence. That's what's missing.
That's what they need.
That's where you bring Kelly. Bring Kelly O. Kelly O been in the trenches. We forgot.
Nah.
Boston versus the Wizards.
When he broke Kevin Love's arm, put him in an arm bar.
There you go. Yep, I remember
that. Exactly what he did. He put him in an arm bar. But anyway, though, I think that's what they're missing. I don't know. I don't see OKC doing something like that. I really think OKC is gonna save these picks and trade one of these guys for probably a disgruntled young superstar. I don't know who that guy is.
You know who you're describing, and that's a perfect segue to Zion.
Who? Oh, that would be nasty.
That's a perfect segue.
Wait, say that again.
That would be nasty.
What was that?
No, I was saying we saw my OKC, and I was thinking that I could see them possibly doing a trade packaging those picks, and probably one of the guys for a disgruntled young superstar. I don't know who that guy is, but Josh said it could possibly be Mr. New Orleans, Mr. Zion.
Freak to the
Z.
Yo,
Zion, okay.
That's a crazy name.
Zion, Shea, and Chet.
And Chet.
I like that a lot.
And you got
Mm.
Jalen. I think you have to give up Lou Dort. You probably would have to give up Lou
Yeah,
Dort.
you
in
might
that.
have- yeah, you're gonna have to pick him up.
You have to keep Lou Dort on that team.
Yeah, I would.
I like Lou
I would-
Dort. I want him to
here-
be in a Laker jersey.
Here's what I would give up if
I'm
I'm.
posting Jalen Williams.
It's gonna cost you Jalen Williams. It's
Yeah.
gonna cost you both Jalen Williams. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's gonna cost you
Yeah.
both Jalen. You can have Giddy and you can have some picks
yeah.
because OKC needs a point. I mean, New Orleans needs a point guard.
hmm
Giddy would be a starting point guard.
And he can start over down there.
Until you know. But yeah,
Yeah, we shouldn't be laughing at that.
I know.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
yo.
Man,
But I'm just saying, like that'll shake up the league a little bit. I think that makes OKC contenders for sure, like surefire. You know,
Zion should be in that, but yeah, I agree.
How is
I'm also on the boat on speaking of trades, like D'Angelo Russell.
What happened?
It's
What happened?
time. It's time.
He was talking for y'all. He was like, "Yo, you can't do nothing without Jokic, man."
Yeah. Hey, listen. Like I said, like I told you before, like I told you before in the chat, I like the energy, D-Lo. But my dog, you telling Bruce Brown you ain't all that because you don't got Jokic. You have Anthony Davis and LeBron James behind you. Like pipe down. Just slow it down, okay? But yeah, man, the 715 rolling around. He's eligible to be traded then. Yeah, it might be time.
You think he gets traded?
Absolutely. If you look at the contract that he got, I think so.
How many picks can the Lakers trade?
We can send out 2.
I'm gonna send out 2 picks and D-Lo and get exactly.
Yo, who said? I never said we get Zach LaVine though.
All right, man.
I never said we get Zach LaVine. I don't think.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of LA teams messing the system because you know what? I'm gonna just give y'all this little keynote. You see that hat he's wearing? The Dodgers. All of a sudden, bro, they got Otani on a firm like.
He got an after-pay contract.
And bro, and then after his contract is initially over, he's getting deferred payments of $680 million.
I ain't gonna lie, 700 mil is crazy.
Yeah, but he got it on the back end. Like so now with the Dodgers, the Dodgers can sign all these other players now with the open salary cap that they have because his contract is backloaded.
Can you imagine if they had that type of thing in the NBA?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
oh yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, what?
Oh my God. You know LeBron is gonna be hitting up. Yo. Oh my boy. I'm gonna sign a $1 million contract for the rest of my time here, but they're gonna have to pay me after.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I'm glad that's not in the NBA. Because
real talk, if that was in the NBA, the Lakers would be OD loaded. Like, because everyone's gonna want to come to LA. And then 2, I get to play with LeBron. I'm on TV every night. What? And I get the chance to win? Yeah, that'd be nasty. That'd be crazy.
Shout out to Dodgers though. You know, they originated in Brooklyn, so shout out.
Yeah.
Come back.
But yeah, I think D'Lo needs to go. I think the Lakers I think what they need is either a big or a wing.
Oh. What happened to Jackson Hayes, man?
No, it's not about Jackson Hayes. It's not about it's not about Jackson Hayes. It's not about Jackson Hayes.
I told y'all this, and my reaction.
It's Armani. I have a problem with Jackson Hayes.
I have a problem with Jackson Hayes, bro. Like, what did we sign you for, man? Why did we?
He just got super hops. He's not that tall.
Why did we sign C? Like, you know what?
Yeah, Christian Wood. What happened to him? He got
He out the rotation right now.
C pause out the rotation.
Listen,
like somebody said is a reason why he was signed in August. I don't know who said that.
Hey, listen.
I think it was probably me, but we just can't get the rebound, bro. Like and going back to this Dallas game, like I'm really frustrated that we lost. I'm more frustrated that we lost to Dante Exum.
But here's the thing: like everyone's like, I get it. We lost to Dante Exum, but like the Lakers were playing the percentages. That's what you do.
No, absolutely.
Exum was 8.
Yeah.
He was 8 for 28 entering the game tonight.
Yeah.
Like you play that. Yeah. He want to take all them threes. Go ahead. He just happened.
He made them.
He happened to make them.
But also on top of that, when you allowing the opposing team to get second chance baskets, and that's where it costs you the game because
AD can't be the only one crashing the boards.
No, right, exactly. And in the first half, he only had 6 boards. He finished
with 11.
He finished with
13?
11.
13?
No, 11. He finished with 11, and in the in-season tournament championship game, he finished with 18. No, 20 boards. Finished with 20 boards. So it's he can't be the only guy crashing the glass. LeBron's a great rebound as well, but like, and Austin Reeves has been getting the board as well too. But like, we got to get boards. Like, we have to close the possession because other teams getting second chance baskets is just hurting us. It leading to wide open threes because everybody's focusing on where the basketball is going. It's just all over the place.
Get Jeremy Grant, Rob Pelinka. Get on a Zoom call. You know what I'm saying? Call up the Portland Trailblazers. They ain't going nowhere. Get Jeremy Grant. And I think if the Lakers get Jeremy Grant, I think that solves a lot of issues.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not really high on Jeremy Grant.
My thing with Jeremy Grant, I feel like he always feels ideal until, like, he's the only NBA player that gets concussions, bro. Like, what's that about?
Not
you don't find that weird?
Well, I don't know about that, but like, remember, he went to Detroit because he wanted to be the guy.
Yeah, he left the Nuggets.
He left the Nuggets.
He was playing with a superstar that was like, "Yo, I don't want to shoot.
Because
I'll give you the ball."
Right.
He's like, "No, I want the number 1 role.
I want to be the number 1 option." So he goes to Detroit. Then he ends up on the Portland Trailblazers, and they're in rebuild mode. So
yeah, listen, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At some point, you get tired of losing. You realize what you asked for isn't what it really is.
No, right.
And he's a clutch guy. I mean,
All right.
We stick together, yo.
Josh, you already know.
I thought you meant actual clutch.
No. Clutch agency, man.
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul.
You seen Rich Paul and Zach LaVine at the game the other night?
Yeah. So like, I think in the role that he'll play for the Lakers would be serviceable, big time. Versus because he's a guy that can get his own shot. You know what I'm saying? And he defends versus, and like, again, I'm not opposed to getting Zach LaVine, but like the cost of that is going to be, and it may not be because the Bulls are winning without him, clearly. But also at the same time, it's like he gets injured. He gets injured, and adding Zach LaVine doesn't solve the rebounding issue. It solves the scoring issue that we have for sure. It solves that, and that's what the Lakers do need. Like, and it's like crazy to say because LeBron and AD both had 30 tonight, and they still didn't get the scoring that they needed.
And my issue with Zach is it's the contract. Like before we went live, like I was telling the guys that I don't think what problem does he solve? You know what I mean? I guess scoring, but cool. But we get him, right? Braun retires, all right. We can't build around Zach and AD. Like, and then Zach has one of those contracts.
Yes, we can, huh?
I don't think so.
Money.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
Zach LaVine contract is not that bad compared to what these new contracts.
So listen, Zach LaVine is 28 years old. He's getting $40 million this year. Next season he'll get $43 million, and then when he's 30, he'll be at $45 million, and then when he's at 31, he'll get 26. Huh?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say at the last one is 48 million.
Yeah, the last is at 48 mil. We had Russ at 47.
That's great.
That was a bad trade. I mean, we see how that turned out.
I know, of course, but what I'm saying is, but I guarantee you, if Russ was a shooter, like, you know what I mean, like it'll fit different. We wouldn't complain about the contract. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get it. My only concern is that what he provides is great because we do need it, but it doesn't offset the rebounding issue. No. Now it may offset the rebounding issue because he's making shots, right? But at the same time, we're gonna need him to defend. Like when the Lakers turn that switch on, like right. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why we can't start D'Lo and Austin Reeves together because the floor. Mm-hmm. Both of them together are terrible defensively, right? But like if you're that bad on defense, you need to offset it with offense. Your offense has to be your defense. Mm-hmm. So at the very least, Zach LaVine can provide that. And you know how good Zach LaVine, the look Zach LaVine is going to get with LeBron AD on the court, he's going to look like a superstar.
That one-on-one coverage is going to be
insane. LeBron's going to be able to go downhill every single possession.
Like, think about what LaVine too. Like, I think that we're forgetting about LaVine since he put on a pity party, which is what AD did. And
that's all, folks.
That's a fact.
LaVine wasn't it like last year? He averaged like 27.
Yeah.
No, not last year. It was 2 years
before.
ago.
The year before.
He averaged 27, man, on 50% from the field with DeMar DeRozan next to him.
Yeah. Hey, Lonzo Ball.
If he could do that with DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo and Vooch, I feel like he could put up those same numbers even better with next to LeBron and AD.
They're going to be so tough to guard, man.
That's why I'm like, it's not because his contract is not as bad as like we originally like the previous CBA. Yeah, like 48, that's steep. But I'm seeing Bane, even though Bane is hooping, getting 200 million.
Yeah, right. It's just that contract like that. Y'all know
that
me,
contract. That contract is
but you got to understand too, man. Like within that deal, within Zach LaVine's contract, within those years that he has left, there's going to be a new NBA TV deal. The cap is going to go up. That contract is going to be a tradable asset. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a trade. It's like when people went crazy when Mike Conley got that $100 million contract, people were going nuts. And then in 3 years, it's like, oh wow, that's a dang good contract. When just 2 years ago, Jalen Brunson got $100+ million. People were like, yo, the Knicks overpaid, and now that contract is so valuable today. It looks crazy now, but in 2 years, 3 years, it's gonna be like, damn, like we could get off this contract with no problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell, people thought we were never gonna get off the Russ deal, and look what we got in return. So don't harp on the contract part of it so much. Look at the fit together on the court, like. Teams are going to have to be like, okay, we can't pack the paint now because Zach LaVine is going to be open on the wing. Go ahead and leave that man open if you want. If you have a starting five of Zach LaVine, Austin Reeves, LeBron, AD, or a Vando, hey man, that offsets Vando's offense. He could just strictly be the specialist that he is. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
And all right, and I just want to say this guy. I would just say this. The Lakers are bad half-court offense, bro.
Yes, have one of the worst half-court offenses in the league right now.
And that's why, even though I don't want to help you out whatsoever, it just makes this is the basketball guy in me is just like, yo, he's better than Grant on it. Like your defense is already a strength. Like you're already a top 10, top 5 defense. Whatever.
Scoring.
Adding Zach LaVine by giving up Russell. He's already 0 on defense. You're just giving another 0 on defense. Just replacing that guy. That's a better scorer. That could average almost 30 points. This is.
Yeah, I feel that.
And honestly, D'Lo and Rui, bye-bye.
Yeah, what happened?
It's but don't really want to talk so much about that.
Remember when they said that he might be looking like Kawhi in the lab or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe we was hearing stuff. I don't know.
Nah, I did. I'm not gonna
man.
lie. I did call him Baby Kawhi. I did.
Oh man,
I
we went too
did.
far.
I
with
mean, we
that.
just got we have so many pieces on the team. He doesn't have an opportunity.
Yeah, like because you gotta because his role. You gotta look like where Cam Reddish's emergence, right? You got Vando. Cam Reddish's emergence, yes. You got Vando and Tony Prince, and you got Max Christie. Like you got those 4 guys who are taking his minutes. There's no room for him, unfortunately. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You can laugh all you want, Josh, but it is what it is.
Oh man, yo, shout out to Cam Reddish. She's making the same amount of money as Shohei.
You know what?
Man, that's all I can say about him. That's the only good thing.
It's either that or the Lakers go get, you know what I mean? They go get hella. You know, that's but enough about the Lakers. I want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets because I think the Nets, they have to make a move. And Josh, we talked about this offline. Like the way the team is constructed now and where you're sitting in the standings. And I said this to you that they have a chance to kind of like, you know, put a catalyst on this rebuild, or retool, I like to call it, so to speak. And I think the Nets need to start shaking things up. I think they got to get off some of these guys, man.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
I'm not gonna lie, and y'all heard me for months.
Spencer Dinwiddie
saying get rid of doing DFS, Royce, or even Dinwiddie, but my answer has changed as the season has. You know, we are 22 games in, and I honestly think it's this guy that has to go first. I'm sorry, it has to be this guy first, but man, Cam Johnson, bro.
Oh, bro, we could have told you that, bro.
Yeah, that ain't no
but I never believed in him. It's just, it's
84 mil.
84 mil. You look.
He looked good because of the system that he was in Phoenix.
It's just. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just being overreactionary.
I hated that people forced the issue that he could play defense. He could just shoot threes. Yes, bro. yes.
When?
Yes, bro. When the Suns was on a run, they was like, oh, they got Mikal. Then off the bench, they got Cam Johnson, who's a 3-and-D. And I'm like,
they was pumping up Cam Johnson like he was the next.
I wasn't paying attention.
A 3 and who? A 3 and what?
Yeah, they was pumping up. They was pumping up when he was in Phoenix. They was pumping up Cam Johnson, bro.
Yep. He plays okay defense. I'm not gonna say he's hard. He's not horrible, but it's all right. It's okay. Like he tries, but Cam, it's like with him on the team is like I don't know how to explain it with him, man. It's like
he's bad.
Oof.
He's not bad. He's just like. Man,
honestly, I don't. I think the role that you guys have him play, he can't excel in.
And there's other guys who fits the mold to what y'all doing, and he's not it.
Because technically, I'm sure when he got traded with Mikal, in his mind, he's like, I'm going to be the second guy on this squad.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is what you would think, like,
right?
This team is, but then when Cam Thomas,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Even though he's been struggling since coming back from the ankle injury, but when Cam Thomas is doing that, and then Dinwiddie,
not even better than Din Chitty. Like, come on,
relax. Because you know what, Dinwiddie, you know what,
that's a funny name.
I'm just saying because
because Dinwiddie's actually
was having a back and forth.
Yeah, look at Kuzma. Yeah,
Dinwiddie been outplaying him every time they play each other. I don't know,
and also it's cool. And Kuzma, like, thank you for helping us win the chip a couple years ago. But it's Kuzma. Come on, bro. Like,
but like, the Wizards have won one game in their last 18, something like that. So
something like that.
3-19. I'm just looking
the Pistons though. 20 in a row. How you?
Yo,
what?
they said if the Pistons win the game,
Bro,
they
it's
get
been a-
Wingstop.
It's been a famine out there, man.
Yo,
There's
all right,
people
I got a
starving
question.
in Detroit.
I got a question. Who's gonna win? All right. Will Detroit get their first win before PJ Tucker scores his first point since 30 days from now? PJ Tucker hasn't scored since November 14th, something like that.
I can see PJ.
I gotta look at Detroit's schedule, man.
Hold on. Let me check.
Bro, like, can you pull that up, Eric?
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna hold on.
Can you pull that up?
And you remember PJ Tucker just came out saying he wants to be on the team where he's valued and all this other stuff. He's not happy with the Clippers right
He
now.
don't really be getting minutes like that either.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god, look at all these L's. Oh my god. It's looking like my FanDuel.
They were 2-1. They beat the Hornets and Bulls, and then look at that.
And you know what's crazy? They also almost beat the Bucks.
Oh my god, look at their schedule.
Right?
Yeah, look at their schedule though.
Remember,
Come
they
on.
wait.
Remember I told y'all they had the toughest remaining schedule in the league.
Yep.
Yo, Philly, Milwaukee Hawks, Utah, then Brooklyn, Boston.
Yo,
That's nasty.
They about to they about to finish the year winless.
Hey man, if they don't get a win
Man.
by January 10th against the Spurs,
Oh,
or look, they face Washington 5 days after that. They could beat Utah.
Wait.
Nah, you know what? They could beat Utah.
They got an ESPN game against the Rockets on Friday the 12th.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They gotta flex that out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, come on, y'all.
I vote.
Don't do that to them.
The Pistons will get a win.
Yeah,
December
that's the only
21st.
national televised
Next-
game.
next week.
Go to the Clippers schedule real
You
quick.
said December 21st. You
Yeah.
Against
bet the money
Jazz.
line. Bet the money line.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Bet the money line.
25 on that.
Yeah, and PJ Tucker hasn't scored since November 14th. So
Is it possible that we could see like his last bucket? Was it a 3? Was it a layup? Like,
it's probably a layup.
Probably a layup.
because he don't get to the foul line. So you either shooting a corner 3 or you getting a layup. One of those.
And it's not talking about the Spurs too. The Spurs are on a 17-game losing streak.
You know, it's really odd for the Spurs because like,
And look, pull up their schedule, Eric. The Spurs.
Yeah,
and
doing
it's
that.
also
Hold on.
not discrediting you know, like we said on the last show, like Detroit, they have talent on the team. They just can't put together and win games.
Monty.
The Spurs got talent. Like obviously
Look
the
at
elephant in the
this.
room.
This is insane.
Insane. Look at that. The last
Obviously,
was back-to-back against the Suns at Phoenix.
Yeah.
It was they won back-to-back games at
Yeah,
Phoenix.
that was a game that
How about
KD got scratched.
Yes.
That was a game that KD got scratched. But you got great talent on that team. Like remember, we were saying Devin Vassell is most improved.
Oh, look at their schedule. Look at their schedule, though.
They see us
goodness,
next.
bro.
They see us
This is-
tomorrow.
I don't think they get a win until
Yo, Ern, you know what's gonna be
January,
crazy?
bro.
You know what I'm thinking, bro.
Don't say it, bro. Don't say it. Don't say it. Because we're the team to freaking catch an L against them. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, that'll be nasty on the timeline too. That'll be so nasty.
What?
You know what I'm saying, yo.
Wait,
Like,
that happens. Y'all play them on Wednesday?
We
yeah,
play
we
tomorrow.
back to yeah.
Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday and
Yeah.
Friday. We got 2 national. Well, NBTV
In San Antonio, both
Yeah.
games.
Why is it ends? What?
No,
What
at
schedule
home.
was that?
No,
Exactly.
In San
Yeah.
Antonio
Home game for the
twice?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's both home games for the Lakers against the
Yep.
Spurs.
Yep.
Oh no.
No,
No, it's for the
at-
Spurs. We're
But
in
at
San Antonio. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Man,
So-
I'm betting Wemby
Look,
30.
this is what I can already see happening, yo. Braun or AD is not playing the next night. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I can see
I mean,
see that happening.
They may not remember.
Wait,
They may not play
time out.
tomorrow
Wait,
Right.
time out.
because the ESPN game they'll play.
Yeah.
Wait,
You know
time
what?
out.
Bet the Spurs
got
money
it.
line, y'all. Bet it.
Time out. They got a TNT game January 4th against the Bucks. They got a Friday night ESPN game 10 o'clock versus the
Against the
Hornets.
Hornets. What?
What's going on the 12th? Because
Look, time
the
out. You got
Pistons
the-
have the national televised game on the 12th as well.
the Pistons and Rockets, and you got the Spurs.
That's
and Hornets playing.
nasty.
That's a throwaway game. Who?
Nah, come on.
What
ESPN.
other teams are playing on that day? I'm about to
Yo,
check.
somebody fell asleep on that schedule, yo.
Yo, like, come on, y'all slipping NBA.
Imagine those are the only 2 games that's on TV.
Wait, hold on, let me
And
check.
it's a
What's that?
Friday
January
night.
12th?
Yes.
January 12th. January 12th.
Bro,
Yeah,
and it's a Friday.
that's a Friday.
Imagine going to the bar with your homies and you got to sit through that.
Oof.
Yo, Sacramento and Philly are playing that night.
Nah, that's gonna get changed. It's gonna get changed.
Nah, that has to get flexed out.
NBA.
The
this is
Clippers,
why-
hold on, the Clippers and the John Morant Grizzlies are playing that night.
Yeah, they're gonna change that.
What are they doing?
I ain't gonna hold you. Imagine being a player on the Pistons, like, yo, I can't wait. We play on TNT.
Denver
on
is
January
playing
12th.
Chicago that night.
No one
Nah,
wants to see the Bulls.
they don't even want to see that.
I'm just saying, I would rather see that than that.
Yeah,
Oh
but
man,
imagine being on those teams respectively and be like, yo, I can't wait to January 12th. We got a national televised game. Next thing you know, the chick get flexed out.
I mean,
Nah, this
Pacers
is
playing the
true.
Hawks that night. The
Right.
Pacers are playing the Hawks that night.
Yeah,
You can-
they had a
the last
a
time they
score
played.
out.
Yeah, they had like almost 400 points score between those two. Like, bro,
Yeah, that's
what are y'all
nasty.
doing?
I
Oh,
think they
Denver
will.
plays the Pelicans.
Yeah,
Yep.
I thought
Nuggets.
they're gonna flex it out. I think they are because that's bad. That's bad.
nah, you can't flex out Wemby. It's not gonna be Wemby. It might be the Detroit game, not Wemby.
No, it's gonna be like
Yeah.
the Knicks. It's gonna be like the Knicks and the Spurs. Like you
Oh,
had
man.
the Sixers, Celtics that night. You mean to tell me you could put the Knicks and Spurs on ESPN? Really?
Come on, man.
Wait, what a waste. But it's Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
bro.
know, you gotta propel. the
I
league,
was at
you
that
know?
game. I was at that game. I was like, by halftime, I was good, bro.
But yeah. Well,
Wemby's
all in
been
all,
hooping.
ladies and gentlemen,
Did we cover like which I want to see in the NCAA tournament going forward? Did we cover that, or I might have
Yeah,
missed
we
that?
did.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, we did. Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't say one thing. One thing before we sign out, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw on Twitter, and it's actually a great suggestion. In-season tournament, the final game should be hosted at different cities each year. I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
Different cities each year that don't have basketball teams.
Yeah.
So like Vegas, Seattle,
Mhm.
Louisville, Kentucky,
Kansas City.
Yeah.
yeah, Kansas.
Kansas City.
You know, let's go there, and I feel like that generate some people who can't watch these basketball players because there's not in their states.
New Mexico.
Yeah, they get to see that.
Yeah.
Vancouver, I guess if you want to go to Canada.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
So Gilbert Arenas had a suggestion too.
I can't listen to him, man.
You don't
He
like
said-
you don't like hibachi?
He said the championship game should be played during the All-Star game. Like they should move the in-season tournament.
What?
Yeah, he was like because his reasoning was, and this is part of it. I don't agree, and I'll tell you why. Because he was like, more teams are in rare form during that time, and like it's the All-Star weekend. All-Star week is already long as hell. Why not have something meaningful then, and then still have the All-Star game? But then I'm like, all right, what if one of those, or what if not both teams, one of those teams have an All-Star? Like he's not going to want to play in the All-Star game or whatever. Or secondly, you rather the NBA. The reason why the NBA did it so early is because like everyone's healthy, so you get the tournament out the way where everyone's healthy.
Yeah.
Versus later down the line, you don't know who's going to be hurt. During that time.
And plus, that's the only like dead point of the season. Like, you obviously got opening week, premiere week, the first 2 weeks. But once that ends, leading up to Christmas is just a dead spot. After Christmas, you have the race leading into All-Star weekend. Then after that, if you're just an overall basketball fan, you got March Madness, you know what I'm saying? So you got stuff to hold you down. Then you got the playoff race. And next thing you know, here, we're in the playoffs, and then NBA season takes it from there. But the purpose of All-Star Weekend anyway, and the reason why they made All-Star Weekend like a whole week, like a week long, right? Is for players to get the rest. Because remember, All-Star Weekend used to play, your game would finish like Wednesday, you fly in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then like that Tuesday, you're back to it. Now it's like that Thursday is when games, Wednesday or Thursday, is that's when games pick up again. Not really a fan. That idea is weird. So that's nah. But as far as the NCAA tournament being hosted in different cities, I don't know, because one thing I was thinking, like, I think some of these teams can capitalize on it as a playoff game. Like, like we already seen the playoff atmosphere, especially with the Pacers and Celtics game. Like that game was nuts, but I think aside from them changing the court, to give it a feel like it is an in season, like have the fans wear like some playoff tees or like some towels or something, just to give it that feeling. And plus, some of
Actually,
these
they
teams
did have
will,
that.
yeah, I
They
know
did
they
have
had the
that.
towels.
Here's
No,
the
they had
problem,
the
Armani. The problem is you can't expect fans to flood in the arena in Vegas at 2:00 in the afternoon. It's not
That
gonna
was
happen.
so I was getting to that. Like that was one of my biggest issues too, because like I think you said it last week's episode. You was like, or you probably texted us in the chat. You was like, the first game is at 5:00. I'm like, 5:00, what, like Vegas time? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, that's 2:00 in the afternoon on a
Mhm.
weekday,
Yeah.
like in the middle of December. Like Vegas is a popular destination, but like, I'm looking at, because they had the crossover between ESPN and TNT, which I think is dope. They should bring that back for like All-Star Weekend in the finals. That was fire. But you see people out there wearing coats. Like it doesn't. The city ain't pretty. The city ain't pretty. When you in Vegas, I get it, it's the desert, all of that stuff. But besides all that, though, like to have a game 2:00 in the afternoon on a weekday is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it was because that they're playing on the same court. That was the reason. So yeah. But all in all, I know I had stepped away for a few when y'all was talking about it, but I think it was a great idea. We seen the execution, we seen it. We see some great basketball out of it. We see some stars out of it as well too. Just got to make it better. Like I said, the crossover between TNT and ESPN, that was fire. That was like one of my highlights from out of this whole tournament. Whoever came up with the idea, yeah, that was fire. Should do that again for the finals. NBA All-Star game. But yeah, but I'm gonna stay 10 toes down. Y'all gonna put all that extra stuff on the court? Put it on for the playoffs. Put it on for the finals. I heard Adam Silver said that he's thinking about doing that, but he said might not put the trophy in the middle. But like, come on, y'all did it for the in-season tournament, and I don't know about y'all, but that court was hurting my eyes, yo.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like
2K
SmackDown versus Raw, like
2K
nah,
vibe. 2K
yeah,
vibe.
yeah. It was just too much, and I don't know about y'all, but the crowd was dead to me.
You know why?
Why?
There's better things to do in Vegas at 2:00.
Yeah,
Like you
Exactly.
said.
yeah.
Like there were
Dang.
hardcore pace and Bucks fans watching that game at 2:00 in that stadium, inside the arena. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
And plus,
If you have that game in Seattle, you know they jumping.
Of course.
Yep.
And the
You
fact
saying
that
our first basketball game that means something here in a while, and LeBron is headline. What? They would have been going crazy.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah. But we'll holler at you guys next week. Got the Knicks and Lakers next week, Monday. So
It's Monday.
In New York?
No,
No.
at LA.
LA.
That'll be a good one to see. That'll be a
Sporting-
good one to watch.
Sporting road trip.
But yeah. Some good stuff coming next week. So thank you guys. Another episode down. Episode 51. Shout out to the Lakers for the in-season tournament champion, but we passed that now. It's the real deal now. So
And
yo, for
coming up.
anybody watching,
coming up.
like, if y'all got any topics or any debates that y'all want us to just chime in on just a little bit, hit us up. Hit us up on IG at the Swoosh Hoops Podcast. Hit us up on YouTube. We on Twitter. Hit us up.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. Peace and love, everybody. Have a good night.
peace and love. Peace and love, y'all.
Hello.